Hey, what's up, guys? How's it going? Today I'm just coming to you from rainy California. It's been raining the last few days, way out of the norm, so just enjoying the cold weather a little bit. You know, we don't get much of it, but when it does come, it kind of comes hard. So anyways, today I wanted to talk about the ebbs and flows of the inner learning versus outer learning. I was watching a few YouTube videos and different conversations on our various channels that I follow, and I noticed a pattern as well there. And there seems to be some, I guess you could say, arguments for trying to gather a lot of information from various sources versus just going within yourself to find that information. I think there's a good balance between the two, and that's kind of what I wanted to propose today. In my own experience, I feel like there's certain times of the month, I guess, that information sort of flows in real quick, and I understand it and I get it. I get the gist of it for the most part, and I kind of integrate that information, and then I can go within for a short period where I'm not listening to too many outer sources of information. Most of this is in regards to spirituality, which is my focus recently, I guess in the last few years recent. And there are some schools of thought, and I feel like in the NB community that we shouldn't take on too much information because it's sort of too heady. So your energy goes upward, and to be very careful with the sources and this and that. And I think that there is some merit to that you shouldn't try to take on more than you can handle. So if you start feeling that you can't control that energy going up, or you can't control those thoughts, then maybe you want to back away, and that's time to actually go inward and do the inner search. And then when you have the energy again, you can go back to doing the outer search and going back to, searching for information from various sources. So I've kind of I've seen a pattern in myself that at first it was overwhelming. Like, I see a lot of people on certain channels getting overwhelmed by, some of the information that's passed by, and then now we're having to segregate groups to talk about this or that, because some people find it too overwhelming, and then they don't want to deal with that. They might be new to the program, or they're going through healing reactions, and they don't want to deal with any anxiety caused by sort of information that goes against the grain. But I think ultimately they would want to come back to, in my opinion, people that are seekers. And I think that the NB community, or the NB lifestyle, actually caters towards seekers of information, of truth. Eventually will want to go back to trying to compile their opinions from the various information sources that are presented as, somewhat healthy, or in the realm of healthy. There are some sources of information that we sort of want to discard, but I am of the opinion that we should always consider all of the sides to the story. So I don't say that this source is from negative point of view and we're not going to look at that. So I could see why you would want to do that at the beginning, because you're already sort of sensitive to begin with. But eventually we want to be gathering information so we can then, go within and then make sense of it and try to integrate whatever we need, and then let go of what we don't want. So I like to do this in waves, and I think it would be beneficial if for everyone if they notice that pattern, because sometimes they'll just get scared on that first up wave of insight, and then euphoria, and then anxiety that comes with it, and then they'll be like scared off, and then they'll never go through that again. But then they won't be growing because they missed out on the next waves, potential waves of insight. So anyways, I thought that was something that I notice a pattern in myself. I don't know if other people notice this, but I think it's good to go back to the outer information as well, and then try to go inward again, where we do more meditation or more silent work, more power of nourish thought process, and then try to integrate that information into our current understanding, and rest on that, and then go back outside and pull in more information. So anyways, I appreciate everybody's videos that we've been posting, and keep it up. Thanks, guys.